make it there, if I can get to that altar, if you lay hands on me, cancer is going to dry up. If you lay hands on me, demons will come out. If you lay hands on me, discouragement has got to leave me. Shake three hands and tell them, neighbor, you got to work it. Got to work it. Put the jaw in sand of the hill. I wish I could get somebody. I believe God. But tell that neighbor, tell them, work it, work it, work it. If you got it, work it. If it's there, work it. You can do it. If you work it, he gave you a measure of faith. Work it. If you got a business, you can't succeed. Work it. If you got an idea, it can happen. Work it. Your church can't succeed. Work it. Do something with it. Look at your neighbor. Tell your neighbor, I got it. And I'm going to work it. I'm going to work it. Till my joy comes back. I work it. Till I feel healed in my body. I work it. Till my mind is clear. I'm going to work it. Because God gave it to me. Look at your neighbor. Tell him, neighbor, it's going to work if you work it. What are you willing to do to get healed? What are you willing to do to get your miracle? Touch somebody, slap them a high five, and tell them I'll do what I gotta do. Tell them I'll do what I got to do. I'm gonna get it though. If I gotta get down and crawl on my knees and say, God, if this is what it takes, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna work it. I'll get it if it's the last thing I do, because faith can't stay faith. Faith has got to come to pass. Look at somebody and tell them, neighbor, it's got to come to pass. If God said it, I believe it. But there's coming a day when I'm gonna see it. I'm gonna see what he promised me. I'm gonna see what he told me I could have. I know he's all right. Look at somebody and tell them, neighbor, work it. My God, tell them, work it. I got a question, Brother Herman. What if? Because you know you always gonna have somebody that got a what if. What if I know what God said, but what I see don't look nothing like what he promised me? Have you ever been there, Sister Lodi? That when God gave you a promise, but when you looked at what you were in, looked at the circumstance, you said, God, I know what you said, but it don't look like what you showed me. You know what God said? God said, go down and tell them that if what they see don't look like what I said, then this can't be the end. I dare somebody to slap 3 people a high five and tell them, neighbor, if what you see don't look like what he showed you, then this can't be the end. It's got to be another day coming. It's got to be a morning after the midnight. I keep on going, keep on walking, keep on moving until I see with my eyes what he showed me in my spirit. Touch somebody and tell them, neighbor, it's gonna happen. I'm gonna fight the good fight of faith. I'm gonna put my hands on it. If I gotta struggle, I'm gonna struggle, but I'm gonna work it. And if I perish, let me perish. But I'm going down, working what he gave me. Touch somebody and tell them, neighbor, I'm gonna work what he gave me. I'm gonna work it. Some of y'all working the wrong thing. I come to tell you, you gotta work your faith. Work it, work it, work it. Work it, work it, work it. It's going to happen, but you gotta work it. Some of us, and I'm through. Some of us have just been so spoiled to the point to where we're complaining. God said, if you really believe me, then why every time you open your mouth, some negative coming out? You got to get away from people like that. Some people ain't got no kind of faith. Every time they open their mouth, oh, child, it's so bad. Listen, I don't even see how you make it from day to day. If I were you, man, listen, you know what? Get on my nerves, because people telling you what you already know. Don't tell me what I know. Tell me what God said. For walking in the hospital, woo, man. Boy, they told me before I got here to be prepared for what I was going to see. But I mean, man, you look like you almost gone. Oh, man, shut up. I don't need nobody to tell me what I already know. Look at y'all ain't saying nothing here. Some of you know you're sick. You know you're dying. They done already told you that. But you know what I want to tell you? I want to tell you that by his stripes, you are healed. And when you get that, then you got to learn how to talk to yourself. You know, they used to tell us you're crazy if you talk to yourself. Paul said, I'm a fool for Christ anyway. Sometimes you got to learn how to talk to yourself. Like David, encourage yourself in the Lord. You know what? Oh, God, oh, God. You know what some of us need to do? We need to be like that Shunammite woman. God just gave a miracle a few years ago. The devil tried to steal it. God gave this woman a son by way of a miracle. The devil tried to steal it. She said, I need to go to the man of God. She got to the man of God. Now listen, she didn't just start making funeral arrangements. This woman decided, if God gave me this miracle, and the devil can't take this from me. Some of us just letting the devil take our stuff. We just sitting there, stop, put that back, put that down. Now, you know you don't even do that when people bring their kids to your house. Some of us so quick, we whooping other folks' children for running around the house. Sit down. You ain't at your house. I mean, you ain't going to tear my stuff up like you told your mama stuff up. We don't let nobody take us like that. But then when it comes down to the things of God, we sitting down, the devil is just ripping us of our stuff. And we sitting there. This woman said, I ain't gonna take this. She got her son, took him to the man of God. He said, go ask that woman. Oh God, now you gotta see this now. Her son was dead. No life in him. But the man of God said, go ask her. Is it well with thy soul? Is it well with your husband? Is it well with your child? You know what that woman said? She said, it is well. Oh, Brother Herman, she wasn't doing nothing but lying. Her son was dead right then. That woman told a lie. No, she didn't. That woman spoke in faith. Oh, God, y'all ain't saying nothing here. Look at somebody close to you and tell them, maybe it may not be what I see, but it's what I expect. And, oh, God, and it may be bad, but in my spirit, it is well.